Today we look to answer a very important question. Can AI beat Clash Royale? Now before we jump into the gameplay, let's quickly talk setup. I wrote a simple Python code that does the following. My PC takes a screenshot of the Clash Royale gameplay and sends it over to whichever AI is working at the moment. The AI then sends over its response. The response consists of 3 numbers, the first being the deck number. This coincides from numbers 1 through 4 of each card in my hand at any given moment. The last 2 numbers coincide with X and Y coordinates of where ChatGPT or Gemini will place this card. Now let's introduce our competitors. On one side we have ChatGPT, which is created by OpenAI, requires payment to work, and is probably smarter than Gemini. On the other hand, Gemini was created by Google, has a free API, and most likely is weaker due to it being younger and having less training data. However, one thing they both have in common is that they are both incredibly blind. Hey GPT, what do you see in this image? And here's the image, if you were wondering. Now let's see what GPT responded with. This image shows mid-battle action in the left lane, which is correct. Player on the bottom blue side is defending against a golden knight dash on the top red side. Do you see a golden knight in this image? I don't. No idea where it's seeing that. Okay, let's keep going. Top side left player, golden knight level 13, dashing through... What? Fine. Firecracker level 13, that is true, it's right there. Rage spell is active in the middle of the lane, which I think it's confusing with this Evo Ice Spirit here, which is kind of funny. And bottom side has an Ice Spirit, which, okay, I guess that's fine, at least it's understanding that. The Knight and Archers. That is not an Archer, that is a Musketeer. Oh, it's literally shooting a bullet. There's only one troop. Where is it seeing Archers? No, it's fine, it's fine. Let's ask Gemini the same question. Hey Gemini, what do you see in this image? So again, it's the same image as last time. Hey there, this looks like a screenshot from the match of Clash Royale. Okay, good start. I can see a battle in progress in one of the game's arenas. Here are things I can see. 2 opposing sides with a king tower. Troops are deployed. I can spot a mighty miner, a bandit dashing, and what looks like a baby dragon. It sees a mighty miner, a bandit, and a baby dragon. Oh, it also said hog rider, by the way. It said musket and hog rider. The musket is there at least. It also sees a hog rider targeting the left princess tower. That's a musketeer. To make this experience as authentic as possible, I asked both GPT and Gemini to create their own decks and let them use them for their first round. Let's start this off with the deck that GPT wrote by itself and see if it can beat the Royal Trainer. Okay, Royal Trainer is going in strong here with Barput and Archers. Let's see what GPT responds with. Let's hope it responds soon. Okay, there we go. There's a Witch. Not a very strong play, because it looks like the Witch is going to die here, but maybe it's going to retaliate. Okay, cool, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Again, it's going to need more than that to take out the... Okay, this Bomber actually might work out really well in its favor. Why are we fireballing nothing? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. The Bomber's going to do some strong work on that Giant. Maybe the tower won't be lost here. Looks like GPT went for another Giant for some reason. Ooh, the Zap barely missed the Hog Rider, barely missed the Giant that just died, but it was a good try. Oh, how is GPT going to defend these 2 Barbarians? Oh, with the Witch. Oh, it does pull 1. I guess it did its job properly. And it tries to go for a Mini P.E.K.K.A, but it doesn't know that it doesn't have enough elixir for it, which is interesting. Oh, kind of a bad Mini P.E.K.K.A directly into the Barbs. Looks like GPT isn't going very strong this match. Just like that, GPT has lost a tower. Let's see if it can retaliate, maybe. Okay, going in for another push with the Giant. Very strong strategy, it looks so far. Oh, Trainer responds with a barb hut in the back. Those 3 barbs will do an excellent job of defending this giant, but GPT responds with a bomber, and then zaps nothing for some reason. Bomber does not kill those last 3 barbarians because the giant pushes it out of the way. Will GPT be able to defend this giant? Let's see. Opting for playing nothing. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, a witch here will get rid of those 3 barbarians. We'll start fighting the other 3. Going for a musketeer, stacking both. Oh no. Oh, GPT. Oh no. Both the witch and the musketeer are completely gone. Fireballing the 1 barb. Kind of already died, not really worth it, but that's fine. Going for a mini P.E.K.K.A. in a very unorthodox position. Maybe GPT can pull off a zap here and save its tower. No, going for a bomber, and it's going to target that 1 barbarian and not be able to defend this tower. Oh, Evo zap, very interesting. I guess it hits the barb on the 2nd round. But I don't think GPT is going to be able to save itself here, and damn, 3rd tower gone. So far, not looking so great for GPT. One thing that you might have noticed about ChatGPT is that it's not very good at using spells. This might come as a small spoiler, but you'll notice that Gemini is also the same in its debut match. In order to solve the issue of both AIs missing spells, I decided to make them both a deck that has no cycle cards and spells in it so that they can't possibly mess up any placements. Alright, let's start round 2. Code is running. Looks like the trainer goes in with a hog and a giant. How will GPT respond? Oh, I don't think that wizard's gonna... Okay, GPT is opting to go for its own push, it looks like. Completely ignoring that lane. Let's see if this works out for it. Looks like it's not working out quite very well. Hog is going to do a lot of that tower's damage. The giant's coming in to help also. Those guards aren't really going to make it to tower probably. Baby Dragon getting most of that tower but leaving about 1,000 health on it. Very interesting prince placement. It's going for the opposite tower, but it might take it. We don't know. Oh, trainer responds with barbs. That prince is getting slaughtered. What a shame. Oh, going for a very aggressive wizard to kill the barbs. 3 shots and they're dead. The wizard survives with an ample amount of health. Maybe it'll do some damage to the tower. Let's find out. GPT going for another Dark Prince to support, but it does not have enough elixir. Very interesting Valkyrie placement. Kind of seems like nothing, but maybe GPT knows what it's doing. Oh, and a new hog coming in. Let's see how GPT defends it. A baby dragon that doesn't even get close to it. That's great. That baby dragon will at least kill this barbarian. And it looks like those archers will finish it off. GPT is going to attack the archers with the Dark Prince. Not very effective though. It looks like it only kills 1 archer and maims the barbs. It's got plenty of opportunities to do something here. Let's see what it chooses to do. Both lanes are very aggressive right now. Going for a prince to defend the giant. Not bad, not bad. And it's pulling the 2 barbarians with it, which is a very nice defensive touch. Will it sort of save this giant from the tower? Oh, not quite. A lot of barbs there. Let's see how GPT responds. It looks like it's trying to hold a wizard, maybe? Ooh, very good card, very bad placement. That wizard is going to die to the barbs. It's going to need to play something fast if it wants to survive. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Not going to stop that 1 barb on tower, and that's going to be GG. So far, GPT is not doing so good. The next couple of rounds don't go any better for our AI, unfortunately. Our tower for the king is left on 39 HP. Can GPT clutch this up? Oh, that Valkyrie getting absolutely demolished by the barbarians and the spear goblins here. Another aggressive giant coming in. Will GPT choose to defend this? No, going for a Dark Prince on offense. For the last time, GPT, can you defend your tower? I swear to God, if you don't defend your tower next match... Right about now, I started losing hope for ChatGPT's ability to win a Clash Royale match. But then, something insane happened. GPT is getting one last chance. Let's see if it can finally take on the trainer. Going for a very mid-placed guards. Not sure what the point of that was, but that's fine. Dark Prince is going to defend this giant and Hog Rider, which is very good for GPT here. Musketeer also on defense. Very impressive for sure. Looks like both of the tank attacking troops hit the dust. Mini P.E.K.K.A going in front of the Musketeer here. It's gonna clean up these archers, these spear goblins, and it's gonna get on tower maybe? Let's find out. Ooh, going for a Valkyrie. Can't say I'm very fond of the placement, but I guess it does get in front of the Musketeer in the end, so it's alright. Valkyrie doing a very good job to destroy these barbs. This push might take tower if the trainer doesn't defend it. Oh, but with the poison to defend it. What a shame. Interesting guards placement. Maybe they won't be killed by the poison. It looks like one guard might get a hit, and never mind, my faith was too far placing them. Very aggressive Prince again, but maybe GPT might take this tower this time. Let's find out. Nope. Barb hut. 4 barbs. Prince cannot get through that. And going for another aggressive Dark Prince instead of defending. Try to go for a mini P.E.K.K.A to defend those barbs, but did not have enough elixir. GPT is now just going aggro again, sacking its tower that it totally could have defended. Those archers will clean up that mini P.E.K.K.A very nicely here, so GPT has to take the tower in 1 minute and 25 seconds if it wants a chance here. Going for another aggressive wizard, at least it'll defend this Hog Rider for a couple hits. Turning around to go attack the other tower. Hog gets 2 hits, a lot of damage. Wizard is surrounded by barbs and is murdered. Again, Valkyrie is not defending the barbs. I have no idea why it placed it there. Going for another guards placement up high instead of getting those barbs. Hey, guards might do some damage to the tower, and they are blocked by spear goblins, of course. Dark Prince is going to start wailing on this giant. Very strong defense here. Wizard will only help, which is always good. Turning around, hitting the spear goblin. Dark Prince cleans up the Hog Rider. Musketeer going in for the offense. Wait, Wizard, Musketeer, Prince? GPT might actually take a tower for once. I don't think the trainer can stop it. Tower is down. Tower is down. GPT has a chance. GPT's actually up, I just realized. GPT just needs to take this Princess Tower and it wins. Can it do it? Can it take the Princess Tower? Let's find out. Mini P.E.K.K.A gonna defend this Hog very well. Dark Prince gonna finish it off. No hits. Baby Dragon's on tower. Baby Dragon's hitting the tower. Baby Dragon left it on 5 HP. Can we take this tower? Please. That is tower! GPT has finally won a match! Took it long enough, jeez. Just like that, GPT was able to finally win a match after 4 separate losses. But now, let's test out our other AI, Gemini, and see if it can do any better. We're now going to be moving on to Gemini and letting it use its deck here. Alright, strong Barb Hut from Trainer Jason. Going with a Valkyrie to defend the Barb Hut. Very smart choice by Gemini here. Goblin Gang in the same placement as last time, which is interesting. But so far, Gemini's doing much better than GPT, I'll say. Ice Spirit in the same position as last time. Gemini really likes its placements, huh? Oh, okay, don't do that. That's fine. Alright, Firebolt nothing. That's cool. Gemini is now going with an aggressive Hog Rider instead of defending the barbs on its tower. Seems like both AIs struggle with defense. And another Valkyrie, not to defend again, but to attack, for literally no reason at all. Goblin Gang, alright, alright. At least we're getting some defense in now, even if the tower goes down. An Ice Spirit on defense for the Giant, maybe a little bit overkill, but at least it's trying. What will it do for these 4 barbs coming to the tower? It'll fireball its own tower, of course. What a great solution. Hey, I mean, the barbs only got 1 hit, so maybe that's the solution, fireballing your own tower. Hog Rider going up. Let's see if it gets any damage at all, but it's going to be blocked by these 3 barbarians. Maybe it'll get 1 hit off, but that's going to be about it. How does Gemini respond to this? Eval Valkyrie. Very strong choice. But will it be able to defend this Hog Rider? Goblin Gang, 2 split goblins will defend the Hog, so maybe not the worst play possible. But will we be able to get past this Barb Hut? It looks like not. Arrows in the Goblin Gang. 1 remaining Spear Goblin gets a hit on tower. Fireballing nothing once again for literally no reason. But at least 1 archer dies because the Ice Spirit did freeze those archers in time. Going Hog Rider into Barbs and an Archer, very interesting choice. Trainer opts to place more Barbs down, and GPT correctly places a Valkyrie. But I think the Archers and the Barbs combined will be too much for this Valkyrie to handle, and there's still a couple left. Will GPT choose to defend either side, or will he go for another push for some reason? Okay, we're defending the Barbs and the Archer, but that means the other tower is sure to fall. And just like that, the tower goes down. Ice Spirit's going to slow down the Hog Rider, but it's not going to fully defend here. And I don't think GPT can defend anymore. Very weak pitch from Gemini on its first round. I don't want to talk about it. Heading into round 2 with Gemini, let's see if the deck that I gave it can do any better. Very aggressive Wizard. Again, no idea why it's doing that. Giant in the back, very strong play by Trainer Jason. Going for a Musketeer low to defend these Barbs, very smart. The Musketeer is doing a fair job, but it's going to need some help with, and that's going to be guards, but placed in the back of the tower for some reason. One Barb does connect, but the guards do stop the other Barb from connecting. Baby Dragon to defend the Giant, not a bad option. That Giant will get a couple hits off, but it won't do too much. And going straight for a Valkyrie in the opposite lane. I guess I knew that its Baby Dragon was going to be too damaged by the poison. But it will still get a couple hits on this tower here. Not going to even the playing field quite, but it is every damage that counts. Mini P.E.K.K.A going to the tower uncontested. Might take right here. Oh, but the Barb shut it down before it's able to. Will Gemini correctly place Wizard to defend these Barbs? Yes, it will. Very impressive by Gemini here. Unfortunately, those Spear Goblins will chip at that tower, and it will be left at very low HP. Just a shy bit over 200. Guard starting to attack the other tower, getting some very formidable damage in. Looks like Gemini opts to defend this Hog Rider with a Baby Dragon, which I guess it'll notice that it won't do the trick. Going for another aggressive Valkyrie on the opposite lane. Maybe it's confident that the Baby Dragon will take this tower. But instead it is blocked off by a Barb Hut. Baby Dragon getting some very valuable chip on the Barb Hut at least. Very weird Musketeer placement. On top of the Barbs, instantly murdered. But the Valkyrie does get on tower, which is a plus for Gemini. Spear Goblin's getting some damage on the Princess Tower, but Gemini chooses to ignore it and defend, or support its Mini P.E.K.K.A with the guards. Defending this Giant once again with the Baby Dragon. Not sure why it likes doing that so much, but at least it's defending, I'll say that much. Going for an Eagle Valkyrie, but in a very weird placement. It looks like it's going to lose its tower to this Hog Rider. But maybe, just maybe, they can create 2 strong pushes and take the towers. Only 30 seconds left though, so it's going to have to work very fast here if it wants to win. Very strong defense by Trainer Jason. Will this Valkyrie be able to get through it? It looks like probably not. Another very strong Barb Hut on defense. Mini P.E.K.K.A is getting squashed right now by those Barbs. Musketeer might stand a chance against the Barb Hut, but will it take the tower? Probably not. More Barbarians. The Musketeer is gone. Baby Dragon doing its best, but it's not going to break through, and that is game. I will say, Gemini did do much better than GPT in defending, and that's about all I could say about Gemini being better, because it took it 7 whole attempts to beat the Arena 9 trainer. Hog Rider going in opposite lane. Will Gemini defend this Hog Rider? No, it goes with a Dark Prince in the aggression lane for literally no reason. Gemini, there's a Giant coming to your tower. Defend it. Gemini, what are you, Gemini? Going with an Evo Valkyrie, which actually will do a very good job of defending this Giant now that it's already taken the tower, but that's fine. Gemini, there's like 27 Barbs in the left lane. Will you defend them? It does, it goes with the Prince, but I think that placement's a little bit bad. I do not think this tower is going to survive, which means the Valkyrie and the Wizard must take out the other tower for Gemini to keep this run going. But it's being uncontested, it might actually make it. Barbs are being pulled off the Wizard getting another hit off, but it's dead. It's not enough damage. Because Gemini refuses to defend at all costs, it has lost yet another match. But this giant looks very strong, and I honestly don't think GPT will defend it. Of course it doesn't. It goes in with the prince in the opposite lane with this Valkyrie. You know what? I'm gonna trust in the... Never mind. Why would you do that? GPT, there's 7 barbs coming to your tower. Are you gonna... Okay, it defends the Musketeer. I do not think this tower survives. Okay, it's definitely not surviving. It's definitely not. No, yeah, no, that's not. Gemini, you had that. You were winning. You... In time. Going for more guards. Baby Dragon nukes those Spear Goblins, but what's the point? Prince does make it to tower, but again, it's not going to have enough time to take that tower. Although it does get very close to it. This means we're going to go on to Gemini's 7th round. Gemini is on to its 7th round. That's it. That's the commentary. I'm done. Oh, wait, hold up. It's defending this Hog Rider with a Dark Prince, which charges and connects. With a Wizard also to defend. Is Gemini waking up? Is Gemini learning? Okay, never mind. Maybe Dragon opposite, that's fine. Okay, the trainer's dumb. I don't know why I want barbs there. Okay, you try to go for a musket. Okay, why would you poison that? Why would you poison that, dude? Gemini's going for a musketeer very offensively here. Will it support it with anything? No, it won't. Oh, no. Okay. Supports it with a Dark Prince behind the musketeer, because that's how you support things in Clash Royale. Musketeer does kill first Barbarian, and Dark Prince finishes off the other 2 with a charge. And this actually is going to do a significant amount of damage to that tower. Not quite take it, but will get it down very low. Going with a Wizard to defend also, very strong choice. Gemini might actually win this one, hold up. Wizard does a very strong job of defending these Barbarians, going with a Baby Dragon as well to support the Wizard. Wizard might get one down the barb, but that's going to be its lifespan. Baby Dragon is going to start defending these other Barbarians, and guards will also help. So far, Gemini has not made a really bad move this match. Honestly surprising. Defends the Hog Rider with the Musketeer. Gemini, what are you doing? Gemini, are we waking up? Try to go with the Prince to support the Musket on offense. Maybe a little overkill, but at least it's trying. Goes with the Dark Prince low to support this Musketeer on offense. The trainer might be throwing on purpose at this point. I can't tell. Goes with a Giant in front of a Musketeer for no reason. Gemini's amassed 3 troops, and it might make more. Musketeer's locking the tower and takes it. Dark Prince does a very good job against these barbs and archers, takes them out. Prince going opposite. Wizard is defending the barbs that it's been surrounded by. Prince is on tower. Prince might take the other tower. The guards are helping. Baby Dragon defends those barbs incredibly well. Second tower is down. Gemini is defending this Hog Rider. Gemini goes for a Wizard to help defend that lane. Gemini's going insane. Gemini places a Prince on the Giant's lane. Incredible! Wizard is defending these barbs perfectly. Goes for another Musketeer to defend. In a stunning turn of events, Gemini has outplayed itself and taken out the trainer with a 2-1 victory. I think we are ready for the final verdict. Can AI beat Clash Royale? Your answer is... No. No. What? Are you high? No, obviously not. No.